but live. Waiting on the 6:13 to get here. Been kind of an interesting day so far. It's in the low 90s today. And it's still sunny. I took yesterday out from work, but I did a couple lives yesterday. Doing fan mail from Kansas. And from right where I'm at, you can see the mountains a whole lot better than where I've been catching it all last week or so. And I had that right in my own backyard. And there's a lot of traffic in front of me. And if you're actually new, please like and subscribe. Hey, Justin. I'm good, Daniel. And yourself? That's good. I'm waiting on my first bus so I can go home. And it should be coming at any time. And it usually takes me about 3 buses to get home. I've been working. Because I usually work Monday through Friday. And I usually take certain days off. Whether the bus I need to catch doesn't run or not. Or if I'm gonna be going to play bingo. Or going somewhere like Fan X, Salt Lake Comic Con down in Salt Lake. doesn't hate working, but at least it pays the bills. It's how I look at it. So, did you watch the new one yet?
In our street, zombies!
12th Street, 1200 West, IRS.
I can't believe they got it off.
Know that? They combine the 3 types of Klingons. The Klingons from the original series,
Alright.
from the Next Generation,
Yeah.
and Discovery.
Well, I didn't see too many Discovery stuff.
But like I said, they combined all 3 of them in with the one episode. Even though there may not have been many from the original series or from Discovery, but you know all 3 of them are there.
Yeah. I mean, I saw more like the TNG
Hey, Klingon.
style Klingon. Well, with some strange new world style, like, gold.
And the way I look at it is, they probably start off with the original the original Klingons from the original series.
Yeah.
They slowly gradually went into the Discovery Klingons, the Klingons from Discovery,
Yeah.
then worked their way into the Klingons from the Next Generation.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it, Klingons from Discovery were like, I'm gonna have to say, they were more like a lost tribe.
Because the ones from Discovery, they had the hair on them.
They had different, like a region as well. That's not saying that they're a lost tribe. Whereas going back to Enterprise,
Had the actual, the same regions as the Next Generation, and had hair. But while the ones for Discovery, they had different regions, but you know they're still Klingons, and they have the hair. While the ones for the original generation, from the original series, had hair but no region. And it's great. And you could tell when you see which Klingon is from which the series in the Strange New World.
and of course there's been some sneak peeks of Starfleet
affected by the storm.
Well, Mattel, that's one of the reasons why Tyson and Mega went to Victoria in the first place.
I know that. I'm gonna wonder what gonna happen to that doctor. But
Well, and Mega does appear in the guest spot in the original series. That's why he exists.
but the thing is, I'm gonna wonder what happened to him after season 4.
Yeah.
Because in the very first pilot of the original series, where they all go to that one planet, with the mind-reading aliens,
Oh, yeah.
they had a different doctor on that one.
Oh, yes, we're talking about the menagerie or the cage.
The cage.
So,
The very first pilot, not the second pilot.
so here's the timeline. Everything that occurred in the cage was Pike's first 2-year mission, I mean, first 5-year mission.
Right.
We're on the second 2-year mission.
And like I
We're on
said,
the second 5-year mission. Yeah.
yes,
The third 5-year mission is when Kirk takes over.
because sometime between now, between this and stuff, and the first pilot, the cage,
Yeah.
and somehow they switched doctors.
Yeah.
They switched doctors.
And it makes sense. Their mission profile changes every 5 years.
Because from that one doctor we see now to the one in the cage.
Yeah. I'm just saying that. I'm saying that Dr. Boyce was Dr. before Omega, and we got to Omega, and Omega's gonna leave, and we're gonna get ourselves before.
Because there's a doctor between McCoy and Mavenda.
Well, we might not pay for short term, but
Because I'm wondering why, if he's going to make an appearance after the one that we see now, if he leaves, then we get that one doctor before McCoy.
yeah.
That's the doctor I'm talking about. It's the one before McCoy. And after that one leaves, then it'll be McCoy. Because I know there was like at least 2 doctors before McCoy takes over with Kirk.
Yeah.
Because that one doctor we have now, he might leave, then we gotta get that second doctor, and when Kirk takes over as captain, we still have him as doctor throughout the first season, or should I say a good majority of the first season of the original series, before McCoy takes over. Because McCoy, he takes over sometime in season 1 of the original series.
I'm now gonna have to rewatch the Celeste. Yeah.
Because I've noticed that.
Like, I don't recognize any other doctor under Kirk is one.
Because I don't know when Kirk took over from the second doctor that took over from Dana. And after he left, because there was that one doctor that was under Pike. And he was white.
Yeah. Well,
And after him was the McCoy. Yes, I pay attention.
that's going on based off canon events, which includes Discovery Season 2. The events of the cage happened before the events of Discovery
Whereas we know. But the thing is, with the cage, we see that one doctor, which appears up into the menagerie.
The menagerie is just, like I said,
A two-parter.
It's the show within the show.
Right.
They're just retelling the events of the cage. The cage happened before Discovery.
And at the time, the Captain Pike had a female first officer.
Which is still Nancy Riley.
Which we see in Strange New World as his first officer. Before Spock takes over as first officer.
Yeah.
And science officer at the same time. Because the first pilot, or should I say the second pilot, which features Kirk as captain instead of Pike. Because Kirk was a captain in the second pilot that aired. And between the cage and that one, they somehow Spock becomes first officer as well as the chief science officer at the same time. And we don't know exactly what happened to the one first officer.
Well, let's just put it this way. I'm pretty sure people will
Yeah. We're just breaking into what really started to happen. And like I said, with the instance of the Gorn, and along with the Klingons, and Chilean, most of the crew knows about those three. Pretty much a chimera. And the thing is, Jim Kirk doesn't know about that Gorn yet. But most of the crew does. And they tell Jim Kirk about it.
Well, it's on the books.
Along with the Klingons until Kirk meets them. Then they didn't tell Kirk about Chilean either.
Well, first and foremost, Sterling was never engaged in the episode anyway.
But we know it's Chilean. Even though he was not named by it wasn't said, but we know it was Celeste. Hey, Rue.
I just know it's a never-ending song continuum.
And there was that Squire in Portos, or the Joanne actually makes the appearance, and most of the crew knew about him, but Kirk didn't. And his turn, Joanne's turn shows up. And far as we know, his parents are part of the Q continuum.
Yeah, I'm seriously gonna have to watch those old science, those really old scientists.
original series?
Yes. Because, I mean, okay, I have my particular favorite episode. Spacey and the Trouble with Ripley.
Because Spacey deals with cars. They run into him again in Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan,
Yes.
which deals with Genesis.
Yep.
Then we run into the Christopher Lloyd's Klingon character in the Star Trek 3 Search for Spock, and he wants to go after the Genesis project himself.
Yeah, but he was also under the belief that Genesis was a weapon. Granted, the whole Klingon Empire thought it was a weapon. And it was not meant to be a weapon. But it's soon to be a weapon. Well, the interesting thing about it is John Larkin.
It's interesting how these series can pan out, so I can tie every single Star Trek series out there.
Well, I can tie a non-Star Trek series with a Star Trek series, and it's all about John Larkin.
Huh.
So, John Larkin was Hulk in Star Trek 3. He's basically a grunt undercurrent. Later on, just maybe a year or two ago, the television show Night Court. He appears in a warp-esque Klingon rich version of Hulk.
I thought about the woman, what's her name? He has just
Ironically,
the Harry Stone's daughter. That plays Harry Stone's daughter.
yes.
I know which one when you're talking about, because you got the original one
Yep.
with Harry Stone.
Yep.
Then you got the one that plays the one that came after him, Harry Stone's daughter, Abby Stone.
Yep.
But one of them, I know one of them is just about the Klingon.
Yeah. I can't remember the character's name on that part, but I do know the actor is John Larkin.
Now I'm having a brain fart. Trying to think. I know which one you're talking about. It's just that super brain fart.
Yeah, I get it.
But you know the name of the character, and it's right there at the tip of your tongue, and you're having a brain fart trying to get the name out.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, it finally comes out after a while.
Yeah. So we know the actor, we know what Star Trek role he was in, we just don't know what type of Star Trek he was.
And I think they should have kept going with that series. That Night Court series with Abby Stone.
Yeah.
Because that would have been kind of interesting to see all that pan out.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got some of those the spin-offs, like the new Punky Brewster, the new Saved by the Bell, that doesn't do too well.
No.
And he has it in put them as grown-ups and everything, having their own kids and all. But the one in my car with Abby Stone, that one was doing pretty good.
Yeah. I figured it out. That one was pretty well.
It's done.
Yeah. There's actually another reboot that's more of like, it's more of a drama than a comedy. But it's a reboot. It's called Bel Air, which is based on Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
That one I will not watch.
Yeah, is it?
I'll see some of the people that play in it.
It's more of a drama than it is a comedy. But the main thing is the guy who plays Robert April in Strange New World is Uncle Phil. So Adrian Holmes. Adrian Holmes.
But still, that one is much so that did not go over well. Because I was seeing the original Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah. Well, I think Will Smith is who made that good as a comedy.
And then Gazer has a comedy than a drama.
Yeah.
And Snake. It's just me. It did better as a comedy than it has a drama. And I know the new Saved by the Bell with this next generation of it, with the original cast, or should I say the original characters' children, where some of them actually working at Bayside.
The bigger bummer about Saved by the Bell reboot is they didn't do it soon enough. The principal. Just listen to scream.
And then it happened as they graduated from colleges where they should have did that. They were Saved by the Bell. No. It's what they should have did. And with Punky Brewster, they should have did it for me, continued that one from which he hit and he graduated from school, and seeing her get married, have kids, instead of seeing her all grown up, already had kids, divorced.
And another kid just popped on her lap.
Exactly.
Which,
An orphan, no less.
I mean, that's what, that should happen in the first place.
It should have, what happened is it should have happened in the first place. Is seeing her go through her teenage years, and probably go through college, and the lovely guy that she was getting married to, and have a kid, starting a family with him, getting divorced and seeing her and them get divorced, and then seeing an orphan kid being dropped in her lap.
I say for those married to you guys have seniors, you should have ended up with the orphan first, and then build on that. Because, I mean, think about it. I mean, Henry Mormon, the late George Gaines, he was already old. But he ended up with a monkey in the first place.
And that's what I said. It should have continued on from where whoever he passed away from.
Yeah.
And so we could understand why he's not in the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't mention it and that he passed away from whatever reason, but they don't show how he passed away. It's just like with the 8 Simple Rules. With John Ritter passing away, they actually worked his death into the series.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Which, the simple rule also gives you show from the Big Bang Theory by Celeste. Yeah.
And did you know the gal that played Penny in the Big Bang Theory also appeared on Charmed? The original Charmed.
Interesting.
With Shannon Doherty, the gal that played on Who's the Boss and the other one too.
I'm gonna say who's the boss?
Because the one that played Penny on the Big Bang Theory
Yeah.
played Billy on Charmed.
Very good.
You didn't know that, did you?
No, I did not.
No, a lot of people knew about that.
Well, all I can say is, yeah. So, considering that Kirsten Dunst's early career with Star Trek,
So when I first watched it, the Next Generation, I didn't know it was actually her until later on after rewatching it. And knowing that, you know who Winona Judd is, right?
Winona Judd, yeah.
Her sister Ashley Judd, but also appeared in the Next Generation.
Yeah, I can believe it.
And did you know that Terry Fisher and James Earl Jones didn't meet each other until they appeared on the same episode of The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah. Yeah, James Earl Jones was mostly like, he was just sound effects. Like, he didn't get to interact with any of the actors like Hamill or Fisher. And certainly not Harrison Ford.
Good. And when the Terry Fisher and James Earl Jones appeared on the same episode, now I can't think of the rest of the cast's name. Because the tall skinny one, Sheldon.
Oh, yes.
Sheldon, James Earl Jones, and another one goes to Terry Fisher's house, and they ring their doorbell. They take off running, and Terry Fisher comes out and yelling, "Yes, it's not funny anymore!"
I would say, Carrie Fisher. Man, why did she have to pass away?
Her and James Earl Jones.
No, especially Carrie Fisher, because she did. I mean, her poor brother, Dick Preston, is alive.
And not only that, not too long after she passes away, her mother, Debbie Reynolds, passes away. So 2-3 days later.
Yeah. The whole heartache.
I'm surprised that,
Debbie's line.
and the thing is, I'm surprised that Terry's brother Tom didn't pass away
Yeah.
around the same time.
Shiloh. Well, whatever that means.
And did you know that Debbie Reynolds was actually married to Carrie and Todd's father, Eddie Fisher?
Yep.
And And they got divorced and Eddie Fisher married Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, wow.
So that makes Elizabeth Taylor and Carrie Fisher's stepmother.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is weird. And did you know Eddie Fisher was not her only, was one of her many husbands
Yeah.
of Elizabeth Taylor?
And of course, I really think if they ever recast Princess Leia in her prime to somebody, that better
They
be
should have her daughter Billy.
Billy Lord. Yep. I'll say that, Billy Lord.
And did you know in the last 3 Star Wars movies,
Billy Lord was in it.
with her mother?
Yep.
Well, see ya.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm off of my first bus. Time to go catch my second. I still hate these intersections. Okay, made it to my second stop to wait for my next bus to catch my last bus to get home. And one thing about August, it was known as the Junction of the West. And there was another town that was vying for it called Corinth, Utah, and they lost out to Ogden as the Junction of the West when it came to the railroad. And there's a place up in not too far from Brigham City known as the Promontory Point, where the Union Railroad and the Pacific Railroad joined up and had the driving at the Golden Spike. And pretty much every year, it seems like every year on the anniversary, they do a show about the joining of the railroads. And as you can tell, there's mountains right behind me, which is the Wasatch Front, and that's part of the Rocky Mountains. Which with the Rocky Mountains, it does extend into Colorado and probably Wyoming. One of these Saturdays, whenever Queen's Realm is doing the Star Trek Adventures role-playing game again, I thought about going down there and play it. Now I can get a little bit better at playing the game. puppy. Welcome in. And I'm just waiting for the second bus to pull up. Because I already got off the first bus a little bit ago. Yeah, I'm done for the weekend. Till Monday. I'm not sure yet. They might not have the Star Trek tomorrow at Queen's Realm. They might have it next weekend.
Hello.
Hello. Gotta admit, that's an interesting vehicle though. At the drive-thru. Yeah, that was a Wendy's. And there was a cool vehicle there. That was in front of the truck. I thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah, we got Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, even a Golden Corral, Taco Bell. Along with the Habit Burger. Burley's Burgers. Chick-fil-A is, they mainly serve chicken. Yeah, it's like KFC, but a little different. There's even a KFC here in Ogden. As well as the Pizza Hut and Domino's, Marco's Pizza, Papa John's, Papa Murphy's. Just about. That's not including what's in Riverdale or huh. It might be a little bit different than here in the U.S. You too. You can get down to like the 20s or 30s during the winter time.
I'm just playing put the golf over there. You think it's bent? You think it's bent? Or playing put the golf? I seen him pick up this guy out of the basket. One back over.
On my last bus. Yeah, I'm on my last bus and about 30. That or Sunday. And one thing I can say is I don't like sun in the eyes. why you had to go in and had the person that lives there have a music playing in the background so I had to do my line. bus and having to wait out there in the heat. Actually, happy to have a 2-day weekend. I hope it's not buffering on everybody else's end at the moment. Because my phone's not in the sun anymore. Or it's getting where it was getting overheated. I hope you turn that into a puppy. Instead of a barman. I'll be taking a front runner all the way down to Salt Lake. Meet a friend there. Down there. The day before our planet starts. play Winkler. And me, I could play Spawn on Happy Days. If I was a couple other spin-offs. That's from the Happy Days. And so far, there have been 3 people passed away this past week. Thanks. The ones that passed away this past week is Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo Huxtable on the Cosby Show, and that was not back on and that was the 20th of this month. Then 2 days later was Ozzy Osbourne on the 22nd. Then just yesterday was Hulk Hogan. And not a lot of people know who Hulk Hogan was. But people who were born millennials or older would know who Hulk Hogan is, along with Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Are with Hulk Hogan, he was a wrestler turned actor. Just like with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And I'm gonna end it here. Bye. Till later, everyone.